A very good evening, all of you. I apologize for the delay that has caused due to the power cut at my area. So, before proceeding with our program, I would like to tell you people about your project review that we are going to conduct on the days of 20th and 25th of this month. So I have divided your evaluation on two processes. First one is the front end, and second evaluation that we will be conducting on 25th will be the back end as well as the front end. So for 20th, I have just put the front end for you people so that I can evaluate you people on the basis of that. Till then, I will teach you people some uh, some uh, some concepts of React so that you people be able to design as well as render the components in your front end, and mark it that on the day of 20 to, like your first evaluation on the 20th of this month, I'll just be checking your front end, which means what, even if you are not much ready with your back end, then you people can design your front end, providing a lot of icons to it using Lucid React, as well as for the notification, you people can add React Postify and all those things. Got it? So keep this thing in mind that for the 20th of this month, I will check only the front end of your project. And on 25th, I will check both the front end as well as the back end. Till then, what I will do, I will teach you people how to design the front end as well as how to integrate your front end with your back end. Understood? Provide me with a thumbs up. Okay. All right. So starting with React today. So today I am going to teach you how to create a nav bar and how to navigate from one page to another page by clicking on the components that are present in our nav bar. So let me present my screen to you. Yeah, I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you mean by a nav bar? So now, whenever we visit any website, say for example, I want to visit Flipkart. So this component that you people are seeing is known as a nav bar, where a search bar is placed, icon of the website is placed, login button, cart, as well as become a seller, and three dots over here for extra things. Got it? And then we want to do what? If we want to log in inside the website, then we have to press over here. And then we are being redirected to the login page. And then if we want to go to some other page, then what we have to do, we have to click on that link in order to access the contents present inside that page. I got to the login page. Then if I will click on this cart page, over there, I will get redirected to the cart page. This is how our entire nav bar works. So we are going to create such a nav bar using React. So in order to use all those components of navbar, what we have to do is we have to create the components that are present inside our navbar. First one will be my signing button, and then the second one will be my home page, and the third one will be my card. All these three things will be rendered inside my navbar. Got it? So for that thing, what am I going to do? In order to create the home page, I will go over here, and then I will write import React, comma, component from React. So now you people might be thinking, like, what are these things and why are we importing these things? So as a metadata, let me tell you people that whenever we are working with React, there are two types of components. First one is the class component and the second one is the functional component. So while we are creating a nav bar along with the page redirection, I will be implementing the class component over here. And then for the next session, when we will be working with the React hooks, I'll be using the functional component over here. So the class component, you might be thinking, ma'am is saying component words number of times. So what is the meaning of this component word? So what are things, the number of things that we see inside our web page are known as components. So we can say that components are the independent and reusable bits of code which returns React's element that describe how a section of the UI is going to be presented to the user. Am I clear to all? What do you mean by component?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here, what are we doing? We are implementing the class type of component. And when we will study React hooks, over there, I'll be implementing the functional component. So in order to implement class component, what I will write? I will write class homepage extends component. And tell me one thing, where else did you see this word extends?
Inheritance.
Yeah,
Java inheritance.
Java inheritance. So what happens?
Java.
Great. So what is happening over here? Component itself is a class. And now since we are creating a type of component of our nav bar, that is home page, we are inheriting the properties as well as variables that are present inside the component class. Am I clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever we are working with the class component, there is a function whose name is render function. And using this render function, what do? We return something. And what do we return? We return the HTML things. Now you people might be thinking, how can we write the HTML inside JavaScript? So this is possible because as you people can see that over here as the extension, we are writing .jsx. Understood. So why are we writing this .jsx? Because the JSX stands for JavaScript XML, which is the combination of both. That is the JavaScript as well as the HTML, which means we can use the HTML inside the JavaScript as well. So for that purpose, using our HTML, I am going to create a div tag. Inside this div tag, I will place one header tag. And this header tag will say that welcome to the home page. So whenever the user will click on home page in the nav bar, then he will get a page saying that welcome to the home page. This is how my home page is going to look. Then what I will do, since I have created a class, what we used to do in the backend, we used to export the modules, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Here as well in the front end, what we have to do after creating the class, we also have to export the class. Export default home page. I will save it. This is how I have created my home page. Then what I will do, I will go to my sign in page. So inside this sign in page as well, what I will do, I will extend the sign in from the components. Sign in from the component. And this sign in page will say the user that, what will it say to the user? It will say that in order or to access the features present inside the page, you need to sign in at first. So this is what my sign-in page will tell to the user. And since I have created the sign-in class, I will export the sign-in class as well. And I will save this. And I have created my home page as well as sign-in page. Now I will create my cart page. And since the user has not added anything to his cart, then the cart page will provide the user with a message that your cart is empty. Your cart is empty. Since the user has not signed in inside the web page, then he will not be able to add anything to his cart, isn't it? Are you people being able to understand how am I carrying these things out? Or are there any doubts?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have created three things. That is my cart.jsx, my homepage.jsx, and then my signin.jsx. So inside my navbar.jsx, what I will do, I will render all these three things inside my navbar because I want these three features to be present inside my navbar, which is why what I will do, I will import React, component from React. And then I will import this link from React router DOM. Let me see if it's present inside the package.json. React DOM is present, but React router DOM is not present. So for that purpose, what I will do, I will write inside my terminal. I will first change it to CD frontend. And then inside the front end, I will write npm install React router DOM. So what I have done, I have installed the React router DOM from where I have imported this link tag. And you will see further that how am I going to use this link tag. So are there any guesses? How will I be using this link tag?
To navigate.
Yeah, exactly. To navigate from one page to another. So we can say that this link tag is somewhat similar to the anchor tag that we use in our HTML, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So for that purpose, what I will be doing, I'll be creating a class navbar which will extend the component. Inside, what I will do, I will write render function because it is rendering all these contents which are present inside this function. It will return some div elements. So for that, what I will do, I am creating a navbar over here, right? So in order to create a navbar, we are having a HTML tag that is nav. And then I will close it. Inside this navbar, what I will do, I will create an unordered list. Inside this unordered list, my list will have all these things that I have imported. Say for example, inside this list, what I will do, I will write link and then I will use that to is equal to this one is the API endpoint of the URL. If the API endpoint is empty, then it will redirect us to the home page.
Homepage.
So inside the web page, how will it appear to us? It will appear inside the nav bar. Inside a nav bar, we will be getting an unordered list, and as the elements of the list, we will get a home page as well as a sign in option as the link, as well as option as the link. So after home page, I will add my sign in option. And after this sign in option, I will add the cart option. Great. So after that, tell me, what do I have to do?
We have to export it.
Great. So I will export this. Export default nav bar. I will see it. So my nav bar will look like this. It will be starting from the device left side to the and it will end at the right side. And inside that nav bar, we will be having this home page sign in as well as card written in the form of a link. After that, coming inside our app.jsx. What I will do, I will select this whole thing and I will erase it. And then what I am going to do over here is I will import React from React. After that, I will also import some things from the React router DOM. And those things are browser, router, and then the second one is route, and the third one is routes. So these three things I'll be requiring in order to create a navigation from one page to another page. So these three things are really very essential for our nav bar. So in order to access all these files inside my app.jsx, what do I have to do? Tell me.
We have to import navbar.
Great. We have to
Yes.
import sign in from the sign in, and then we have to import the card from the card, and then we have to import home page, and finally we have to import the nav bar. After that, I will create another function over here, that is const app is equal to, tell me what type of function do we call this?
Anonymous
Arrow
function.
function.
Arrow function. Great.
Arrow function.
Inside this, it will return. Inside this return function, I'll be mentioning the div elements. So you might be thinking like, why he has map written these kind of angular brackets? Because whenever we are working with React, if we want to render multiple div statement inside a web page, then we use these angular brackets which are empty and has nothing written within it in order to render multiple div elements inside the web page. So whenever I'll be asked in the project, like, why are we using these angular brackets which are empty? So what you will answer me, ma'am, that whenever we want to insert multiple number of div elements inside the web page, over there, what we have to do, we have to use this angular brackets. Understood?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Over here, I am going to render the nav bar. Inside the nav bar, I will use the route stack. And inside this route stack, I will render the 3 routes. R-O-U-T-E. Not the small r, it should be capital R. R-O-U. R. So we have got 1 route. Since we want 3 routes, copy this Inside this route tag, what I have to do, I have to write the path variable, which is equal to, and over here I will provide an empty path. And if this will be an empty path, then the element that will get accessed is the home page. So for that, I will write element is equal to, over here I will write the home page. And this home page will be the self-closing tag. And I will make this route tag okay for your better understanding. Let me make this home page. Yeah. Now are you people being to understand? Oh, inside this nav bar, since I am providing multiple routes, which is why I have written routes. First, the plural form. And then for one route, I am using the single route tag over here, followed by the path variable, which will specify the API endpoint. If the path variable is empty, then what it will do? It will take us to the home page, which is why I have rendered the home page inside this element. And home page over here is open, accompanied with the closed tag. Since we do not want to make this appear inside our code, what is the way that we can do? Inside the same tag, we will provide this backslash, which means what? We are making this home tag as the self-closing tag. Similarly, what you can do? You can also make this route tag as the self-closing tag. Just remove this thing and place the backslash over here. Then it will automatically become the self-closing tag. Understood till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Clear. In the similar way, what I will do, I will copy this entire content and I will paste. This is the self-closing tag, and this one is also going to be the self-closing. And in order to navigate to the sign-in page, I will provide the API endpoint as sign-in. And I will add the element as sign-in only. And then in order to move to the card, I will provide the API endpoint as card, and then I will write card. What else is left to do? Tell me.
Export.
Yeah,
Okay.
the export is left to do. So what I will do, I will export this. Export default app. I will save it. Then what I will do, I will move to my main.jsx. Inside this main.jsx, I will import browser router from React router DOM. And then what I will do, I will write delete this entire thing. I will write React DOM dot create root. Inside the bracket, I will write document dot get element by ID. Can anyone explain me what do we mean by this get element by ID?
We are accessing the DOM element by ID.
Exactly. We are accessing the DOM element through his ID, and ID is nothing but a selector of CSS. So the ID should be root. And then we will render whatever things which are present inside the root ID. For that, I will use render. Inside this render method, I will write browser router. Inside the browser router, I will render my app that I have just exported. App. And this is also going to be the self-use. So in order to make it look more clear, I will format it. I will save it. Now let's see if our front end works. So tell me the command to run the front end.
npm run dev.
npm run dev.
npm run dev. That is not sure. React DOM is not defined. Import React from React. React DOM client. Save it.
Ma'am, we did not define React DOM. That is a
Just a second. So instead of using the browser router over here, we can also use it inside the app.jsx. Is it? Save it. Save the main.jsx system. See, we are getting the home page, sign in as well as card. So if I'll click on this home page,
Ma'am, can you please show the main.jsx?
Just
Ma'am, we have to.
yeah, go ahead.
Instead of create route, to give React DOM.
Yes, ma'am.
Just like
Before create dot root, we have to add React DOM.
That's what I wrote earlier.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. In the import statement itself, import React DOM from React DOM going to your device. Second line.
Ma'am, line number 2 in place of create root.
Import React DOM from React DOM client.
No, ma'am.
Import
React DOM
DOM.
slash
Ma'am,
client.
just remove that create route and just give it React DOM.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, replace the React root, create root from React DOM in line number 3.
I mean, line 2, you have written client root DOM, React DOM.
Just a second.
And remove the line number 2.
Ma'am, can you remove that brackets, ma'am?
Which brackets?
Line number 3, React DOM's bracket.
React DOM's bracket.
Okay, there must be some issues. I will check and say to you in the next class. So are you people having any kind of doubts in these codes?
Ma'am, can you tell me how the React router is working?
Oh, just a second. Yeah, can you please repeat your doubt?
Ma'am, how the React router work? How to implement that?
See, whenever we are using the React router, we are using that React router in order to provide routing to all the elements that we want to add inside our web page. Are you getting the point? That is how the React router works. Because without this React router, we will not be able to provide the routes to go from one page to another page through the nav bar.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is app.jx and main.jx? Like, what is the difference?
See, inside the app.jsx, what we do, we import all the components that we have made inside our src file over here inside this app.jsx. Those will be rendered inside this entire app.jsx file. And this app.jsx will be present inside our main.jsx.
Is it mandatory to build the project using class components, or can we use functional components?
Can you please repeat?
Is it mandatory to build the project using class components, or can we use functional components?
Yeah, sure, you can use class component, or else you can also use the functional components. There are no issues.
Okay.
And next, we will be studying what? We will be studying the functional component, where I will be teaching you to use the React hooks. Now, just a second, let me tell you about the React hooks. See, inside the navbar.jsx, just open your code and tell me what have you written. Can someone share your screen and tell me what have you written inside your navbar.jsx? Is Johnson there? Hello.
Yes. Once again.
Johnson, can you please share your screen and tell me what have you written inside your navbar.jsx?
Okay. Well, actually, I'm just listening for the training. I'm not coding along with you.
All right, no issues.
Yeah.
So, inside your navbar.jsx, you people might have just see if you are coding that over here we what did we do? We used the uppercase, that is uppercase S as well as uppercase C whenever we are providing the path over here, which is why this navbar path as well as this app.jsx path, this navbar path as well as this app.jsx path were not syncing with each other, which is why this case sensitivity is very important during the coding. If I make this uppercase and then I provide them inside this uppercase, it will lead us to what? It will lead us to the exact error. We will not be able to get redirected to the page that we have made. So in order to remove those errors, what do we have to do? We just have to keep the cases, that is the uppercase as well as lowercase of the path, in the same way that we are providing inside the navbar as well as inside our app.jsx. Am I clear till here?
Yes. Yeah.
See, over here I have provided capital S and over here I have provided small c, capital C, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which is why the entire thing wasn't working. Let's save this and check once again if the things are ready and good to go. See, if the API is card, endpoint is card, then it is saying that your cart is empty. If I go to the sign in, it will say that to access the features present inside the page, you need to sign in at first. That is the exact message that we want our sign in page to show. And then if we move to our home page, then it will say welcome to the home page. Now did you get the point? Where was the error?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah.
So the case sensitivity is also a necessary part when we are providing the routing to our page. Now, this is what we do with our class components, which means we implement the concept of inheritance whenever we are dealing with the class component. Now, moving on to the functional component. Now, here we will use one property of React, that is the hook. And now you will ask me, ma'am, why are we using this hook? These hooks are used for state management. And can anyone tell me, I have shown you people in the very first class, showing you the e-commerce website. I was talking about the state of the buttons, that is the add to cart buttons. Does anyone remember? No one?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you remember about the states that I was explaining in the class, showing you the e-commerce website? Okay. See, what do we mean by the states? Whenever I will go to this online shopping site, over here, if I want to add something inside my cart, what I will do? I will simply go over here and then I click on this and then I will press this add to cart. Right? So inside over here we are having a button which is showing what? It is showing the quantity of our product, and this icon is used to increase the quantity as well as this icon is used to decrease the quantity, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Which means what? These buttons are responsible for constant change of the state of this button. If I press this 1, 2, 3, here the button is changing its state from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4. This is what we call state management, and these things are implemented by the React hook. Not exactly by the React hook. As we move further, we will see that these React hooks will be replaced by the React Redux toolkit. Understood? So, as of now, in order to show you people how the React hook works, what I will do, I will create another file, that is counter dot JSX. Over here, what I will do, I will import React, comma, the first hook, that is the use state from React. And then I will initialize a variable providing it a function. So that variable is a function itself that is represented by const counter is an arrow function inside which I will write const. Over here I will declare two things, that is numbers as well as set numbers. So the difference between these words is that this number is my variable, and then this second word, that is set numbers, is my function. So in order to use this, what I will do, I will assign them the use state hook is equal to use state, and then inside this I will place a square bracket. Use state. Now what is happening? I am assigning this empty thing to this number variable. Got my point? Which means what? Initially the value of this number is empty, which means the number is having nothing. And then what I will do, I will make a function, that is const add number. Inside this add number, I will provide a logic to add the number. So how will I add the numbers? So over here, I will use the set numbers function. Inside this set numbers, what I will do, I will use numbers. Let's make it numbers. What did I tell you the name of this operator in the previous class? Tell me.
Spread.
Spread operator.
Exactly, the spread operator. And what is the function of the spread operator? What function does it perform?
It takes the
Copies the
infinite
previous
number of
value and add one value.
parameters.
Yeah, what it basically does, it provides the parameters to a provided form or anything where we want to add our data, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So for that, this set numbers contains the numbers as the first parameter, as well as it also contains ID as numbers dot length, and then value will be math dot floor. Inside this floor method, what I will write, math dot random, and then 10 plus 1. Can anyone explain this logic to me? What am I trying to do over here?
Ma'am,
Random
math
number
dot
between 1 to 10.
Yeah, we are taking the numbers between 1 to 10 using what functions? Using the math.random function as well as math.floor function. Are people able to get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
After this add number function, what I will do? I will return the div elements that I want to present in my website. So over here, I will write return, and then a div tag. Inside this div tag, there will be one header tag, and then I'll make a button over here. and this button will take an event. Which kind of event? That is on-click event, isn't it? And when the
Yes,
user
ma'am.
will perform this click event, then I want a function to get executed, and that function will be the add number function. So whenever the user will click on this button, then the add number will get executed, and the button will contain what? Random numbers. Generator. Then we are closing the button. After this, I will add an unordered list. Inside this unordered list, I will make numbers dot map. Can anyone tell me why do we use the map function?
To render
Map
list.
is an array method.
Yeah, you can say that, but if we code in order to make a function, this map function is used to manipulate data the way we want it to manipulate. Say, for example, I'm using this map function inside which I am providing the number as a parameter. So I want my number to be in the form of a list where the key will be number ID, over here it will show the number value. Now are you being able to see, like, the way I am trying to manipulate the number, the way I want to show it in my website?
Yes.
Instead of showing the random numbers in any order, I want my numbers to be shown in an unordered list, and then inside that unordered list, they will be shown in the inside this list tag. Understood? Are
Yes.
there any doubt?
Yes, ma'am. Line number 15 and 16.
Line number 15 and 16. So what are we doing? We are taking this number variable which is having empty thing. Are you being able to see anything over here?
No, ma'am.
Which means this is an empty array which has been assigned to this numbers variable. Did you understood till this much?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is my set numbers function that I have mentioned after this numbers variable. And what we'll do using this set numbers function? What inside this add number function, I will write this set numbers function. This set number, what it will do? It will take the numbers array. Got it? Take this numbers array and will add the elements that is being generated using the floor as well as random. It will add all the values that are getting generated to this empty array. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
All right. And then the numbers will go on generating. So how will we able to know that how much number do we want to display in our website? There must be some limit, isn't it?
Yes.
So in order to provide that limit, what are we doing? We are providing the dot length keyword, which is used to show the length of our array. Say if it is generating 5 numbers, then the length will be 5. If it is generating 10 numbers, the length will be 10. Understood? So what does it mean? It will display 10 numbers or 5 numbers or 15 numbers inside our website, whichever length it is getting provided to it. Are you clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
And we are storing the length of the array inside this ID variable, and the value that is getting generated is getting stored inside this value variable. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So all these functions are happening inside which function? That is the add number function, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever the user will click on the button whose name is random numbers generated, over there after clicking, the event, that is on click event, will execute a function that is add number. After the execution, the set numbers will get executed and the ID as well as value will get generated. Understood till this much?
Yes, ma'am.
And then those will be shown in the form of an unordered list.
Okay.
Are there any doubts still here? Any further doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So the last thing that we are left to do is we will export our counter. And I will save it. So in order to show this inside my web page, I have to render it inside my app.jsx. So here I will first import it. Import counter. And then here I will render it. I will save it. Inside the main.jsx, I am rendering this app. Let's see if it will work. Okay, let me edit this main.jsx. This will be removed. It will provide React dot strict mode. Then we have to import this as well. The rest of the things are fine. The React is not defined. Why? Okay.
Ma'am, import React from React.
Import React from React. Okay, we'll see this for the next class. Are there any doubts to here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. People can leave the class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Ma'am,
Hi, Papa.
like in some projects, there are like they will use server.jsx and app.jsx. What is like difference?
Can you please repeat? I didn't get your point.
Like in some projects they will use server.jsx and app.jsx and main.jsx, that different folders. Like before you told na ma'am that app.jsx will that main.jsx and difference like that. What
See,
is server.jsx?
see, the name of the file us. We can name it in any way that we want. But the thing that matters over here is whether you are providing the same name while you are importing or exporting the file. Say, for example, you are making the main.jsx file as your main file. And what you are doing over there, you are rendering the entire content present inside your app.jsx over here, like the way I have done inside the main.jsx. What I have done, I have rendered the entire component app inside this react.strip mode. And then what I have done inside the app.jsx, inside the app.jsx, all the components that I have created inside the src folder, I have imported over here, and then I aligned them as well as I rendered them inside the nav bar, which you might have seen previously in a proper structured way. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
So that completely depends upon you, that which file do you want to make your main.jsx, and that file itself is going to be your main file, without which your front end is not going to work. Understood? And talking about the server.js, that we usually name the server.js for our backends. Understood? So whenever we are using the backend, over there we can write the server.jsx and we perform the same functionality inside the server.jsx that we provide inside the app.jsx. That is the importing all the components.
Yes, ma'am. Like when we do backend first and afterwards we want to integrate with the front end, like we have to change the name of the file like server.jsx to some other, or
no, there is no need. I will teach you how to integrate your backend with your front end. Like I will be taking 2-hour session for the upcoming classes, because I will teach you people how to integrate the React with the React with the backend. Understood?
yeah.
Just for the project review that I will be taking on 20th of this month. Just be ready with your front end that I have already provided you, that in order to add icons to your nav bar, you people can use Lucide React, which will provide icon to your nav bar. And then in order to show some kind of notification on your web page, you can also show, you can also use the React Toastify feature of the React. Understood?
Yes, ma'am, but we did backend first.
Yeah, we have done backend first, but just I will teach you till 20. You will be ready with all the things that I want you people to add in your front end.
Okay.
Or else you people can also do a thing that on 20th, you people can also show me the APIs of the backend if you people are not ready with your front end. Am I clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes,
Ma'am,
And
on
I will
25th,
test.
we have to show the complete project.
Yeah, on 25th, you have to be ready with your front end as well as your back end.
Yes, week one front end and whole.
See, on 20th, if you people are not ready with your front end, then what I will do, I will ask you if you are ready with your front end or your back end. And if you will want to show your back end, then I will ask you to open your Postman application and test your APIs over there.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. But on 25th, I want to see both the front end as well as back end, which has to be integrated. And I will teach you how to integrate your front end with your back end.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
1 second, ma'am.
Yeah, Johnson.
Yes, I have some doubt like in the project 2, which we are planning to take that as the first project.
Can you
I want
name
to,
your project?
yes, it is JCHC. The project number 2, niche e-commerce platform for handmade products.
Okay. All right. You are making an e-commerce platform. I got your point. Yeah, go on.
Yes. Yeah, there it is mentioned like the artisan approval.
Yeah.
What exactly that is meaning? Like how we can work on that? I don't have a clear understanding of that. On what basis we need to approve the artisan?
See, on 25th, what all things do I need to see is that your website, when you are providing all your details in the front end, which means what? Your name, your user ID, your password, and all those things that we require during the authentication should be provided to your front end so that you will be able to log in using your front end. Got it?
Okay.
When you are
Yes.
providing your data in the front end, over there, that data should be stored inside your MongoDB, and using that, after registering yourself inside the website, you should be able to log in. Understood?
Okay.
Because
Yes.
this is what I have taught you about the authentication.
Yes. Yeah.
And the second thing is that I will ask you to show me the CRUD operations. I have also told to perform CRUD operations, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So over there, inside your e-commerce website, I want to see some kind of CRUD operations, which means you are creating a product, or else you are creating a user, you are updating a product, or else you are updating the user, or you are reading a product, or else you are reading another user. So these are CRUD operations I want to show, irrespective of the user or the product or anything else that you are providing inside your website.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
what you have to do, you have to provide some kind of events to your buttons, which means what? While after clicking on the register button, a register form should appear.
Okay.
So all those buttons should contain at least some functionality. At least you can add one button to perform the functionality of increasing the quantity that I have just shown you inside the Flipkart. You can provide that, right?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes.
You can build the logic for adding one more element.
Yes. Yeah.
So I just want a simple website which should have a little bit visually appealing front end, and it should perform some kind of functionality. The functionalities that I have told you people right now.
Okay.
So
Okay,
these are
gotcha.
things I want to see in the 25th of this month. And on 20th, you are free to show me whichever thing you want, your front end or else your back end.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Sure.
But the API should be working over there. I'll be very strict on those APIs as well as their logic, and I'll be asking questions to you people on that.
Okay. Sure. So after that, events, CRUD operations, as well as the login and
Yeah.
will be there. And there, like mentioned, like filters. Do we have to implement that by within 22?
Like see, on the basis of
Smart
filters,
Yeah.
yeah, about the filters, I'll be a bit lenient on them because I have not taught you about applying the filter in your backend, in your website, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
have also not taught you the API to make filter, right?
Yes.
So I'll be a bit lenient on that. But one more thing that I will teach you in the upcoming classes is the open authorization, that is the OAuth, which enables the user to log in inside the website using his Google email ID.
Okay. Yes.
So you have to add that in your website as well.
Okay. Sure. Okay, ma'am. That's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.